Subscribe to Gozurhotlist! Welcome to Gozurhotlist. We are in this little, cute little nook here. We are reviewing one of my favorite coffee products, the Bialetti Moka Express. The Moka Pot or Moka Express is one of my favorite coffee brewing methods. It was invented all the way back in 1933 by Alfonso Bialetti. And ever since, the Bialetti company has been in business in Italy. You can see mine is well worn. This little thing will make some strong brews.
Strong brews.
Bialetti is an iconic company. They've been around since the 30s, like I said, and became ubiquitous in the 1950s. Ubiquitous, big word. And they sort of been around ever since. Bialetti also has this great little mascot there. Fun fact, that's a caricature of Alfonso's son. Thanks, Bialetti guy. Some people get confused because of the Moka Express's name. It's not really going to make true espresso, but it is going to make a very strong coffee. Strong brews. So I have used the Moka Pot to sort of make a latte or something like that every now and then, and it's really not that bad. I believe this is the 6-cup model. Comes in many different sizes. I'll put them up here. Bing, 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 bing. Bing. Is there another one? I don't know. For me, this is the perfect size. The pot itself comes in 3 separate pieces here.
1 hour later.
There's a lot of chunks to do. Here we go. First, we have the Let's go from the bottom up. First, we just have this big metal reservoir. That's where you're gonna put your water for the coffee. Let's do the knock test. Ow, that hurt me. It's some heavy metal because that's the part that's going to go directly onto the flame or burner. It also has this little release valve because some pressure is gonna be building up in here. That's how we're gonna get the water from in here up through the chute. So that little pressure release valve is for your safety. I personally have never had to use it. It's never gone off, but I think if there gets too much pressure, that'll open up and just sort of steam out there. Next, we have this little funnel-looking contraption. It has a hole here where the water can come up through, and it has a bunch of little... So as you can see, it has a hole here and a bunch of little holes here. This is where the coffee's actually gonna go in. You're gonna pack it in there a little bit, and so that's the next step in the brew. It's gonna go from that chamber up through the coffee grounds. Pretty simple little piece here, just made of aluminum and pretty light. Lastly, we have the top piece here. So, just washed it. And you'll see here in the bottom, has an O-ring to lock on tight, and then another sort of metal filter here. And the coffee's gonna come up through here actually into the secondary reservoir, and this is gonna be full of coffee when we're done. So it's going to percolate sort of out of this top thing, fill up, and we have ourselves some coffee. Again, this is sort of a heavier piece. The only complaint I have with these is that the handle is made of plastic, so mine started to sort of melt here at the bottom. I have seen people use this on a campfire, but you just have to be really careful with this plastic part. So you assemble it, screw it all together, make sure it's on really tight, then you just pop that onto the burner. Let's go see how to use it.
First, we're gonna get the TV remote off our counter. Don't know why it was there. We're gonna open up the Bialetti, pour in some water, and you're gonna pour in a generous amount up to that little release valve there. Then we're gonna put the filter in and start filling her up. This coffee's gonna be pretty fine, maybe like an espresso grind or something like that. Make sure you get all that coffee off of the lip and pack it in, not quite as tight as an espresso. Then we're gonna screw it on. It is tricky sometimes to get it lined up. Well, I just cut it out to where I was finished. Here we go. And take that, put it on a hot burner, and we wait. Open up the lid so you can see the action. I cut ahead here so you can see it coming out. This is my favorite part of making this coffee. It sort of starts to form a little bit of a crema on top, which is nice. get in there and show the crema action. Once it gets to the end, you're going to want to close it and not burn yourself. And then you can serve it hot or iced. At least that's what I was trying to show here. There you have it.
The pros. I think this thing is an excellent coffee maker. It is sturdy. If packed properly and with a little bit of trial and error, it can make a really good cup of coffee.
Strong brews.
I love the look of it. I think it looks great sitting on your counter, staying on your stovetop, or just out there while you're making coffee. For me, it's sort of a must-have for any coffee lover's kitchen. The cons. Like I mentioned before, it does have that plastic handle and lid. Those are the only two parts that can melt, and mine has started to melt. Another con is if you have the 6-cup model, you really can't make less. You can't fill that basket any less with coffee. You're gonna really need to fill it up. That sometimes means if you wanna make one by yourself, you're gonna be drinking a lot of coffee. Another con is sometimes if you don't get it screwed on all the way, it doesn't build up enough pressure to actually get that coffee out of the top, and it sort of leaks out the side. There is this replaceable rubber O-ring here, and I've had to replace that once already. Yeah, sometimes coffee can just sort of get in between the lip and the ring there and sort of mess with the seal. Overall, this is a great method of brewing coffee. I think it does have some flaws, but for its style and just its iconography, I'm gonna give it an 8.1. Thank you so much for watching Gozurhotlist. Go check out some of the previous reviews we've done and give us a like and subscribe down below. See you back here soon. Subscribe! Subscribe to Gozurhotlist!